Hello students, this is Mrs. Sonal Patil. We had begin with the chapter The Living World. In the last class, we were studying about taxonomic hierarchy. We'll continue with that. Today we will begin studying with species. So species is the basic taxonomic category. Species are a group of similar organisms which can interbreed freely among themselves to produce fertile offsprings. They share some common characteristics. Two closely related species have distinct morphological difference. So species is the basic taxonomic category. John Ray coined the term species. Very important question for 1 mark. Species definition may be asked, and who has coined the term species. So John Ray coined the term species. It has one or more natural populations in which individuals resemble one another more closely than with members of any other species. Members of a species have a similar distinct genetic setup. They interbreed freely but are reproductively isolated from the members of other species. For example, Mangifera indica, Solanum tuberosum, that is potato, and Panthera leo, in which Mangifera, Solanum, and Panthera are genera, whereas Indica, tuberosum, and leo are specific epithets. Genus is a taxon at a higher level than that of species. Each genus may have one or more than one specific epithets representing different organisms but having several morphological similarities. Solanum includes species like Nigrum and Melongena. Similarly, Panthera includes Tigris, Leo, and Pardus. So that is about the species. Remember, it is a basic taxonomic category. It is a basic unit of classification called as species. Coming to the next is the genus. Now genus is the first higher category above the level of species. So it is coming above the level of species. It is a group of related species which has more characters in common in comparison to species of other genera. As per rules of binomial nomenclature, a species can be named only if it is assigned to a genus. A genus may have several species. Genus, like example, genus Panthera contains Panthera leo, Panthera tigris, Panthera pardus, Panthera onca, etc. All the species of genus Panthera have several common features called correlated characters. Similarly, genus Solanum has several species like Solanum tuberosum, Solanum melongena, that is brinjal, Solanum lycopersicum, tomato, and Solanum nigrum. They resemble one another in several correlated characters which differ from those of Datura. So that is about the genus. So again I'll repeat, Panthera genus differs from Felis, which is including the cats. So here that is about the genus, which is the first higher category above the level of species. So it is coming above the level of species, and it is aggregate. So it is aggregates of closely related species is the genus. Coming to the next is the family. Family is a taxonomic category higher than that of genus. So it is coming above the level of genus. It contains a group of related genera where the number of similarities are fewer than found in different species of a genus. The families are characterized on the basis of some specific morphological and reproductive features which are not found in other families. So it is nothing but a group of related genera with considerable number of similarities but lesser than the genus and species. The families are characterized on the basis of some specific morphological and reproductive features which are not found in other families. Genera Solanum, Petunia, and Datura belong to family Solanaceae as they have some common correlated characters like exile placentation, swollen placentae, and oblique ovary. So they are here in this way they are sharing some common characters, whereas Panthera and Felis belong to family Felidae as the animals possess retractile claws. Retractile claws are nothing but they are the claws that can be drawn back into their protective sheath. A related family of Canidae has animals with non-retractile claws. So that is about the family. So family is a taxonomic category. It is coming higher than that of the genus. So here pictures are shown of the family Solanaceae, the members of the family Solanaceae. Coming to the next is the order. Order is obligate taxonomic category next higher to family. It is coming higher to the family. It is an assemblage of families which exhibit a few similar characters. The similar characters, however, are less in number as compared to different genera included in a family. Order and other higher taxonomic categories are distinguished on the basis of aggregate of characters. An order consists of, as I told, it is consisting of assemblage of families having similar correlated characters. Order Carnivora of mammals includes families Felidae and Canidae with larger canines, carcinal teeth, powerful jaws and claws. Order Polymoniales of dicots contains families like Solanaceae and Convolvulaceae. Its delimitation is based on floral characters. So here order is nothing but it is the assemblage of families which exhibit a few similar characters. That is about the order, which is the obligate taxonomic category which is coming next higher to family. Coming to the next is the class. Class is higher taxonomic category having order with some similar correlated characters. So this category includes related orders. So class is including the orders. For example, class Mammalia has orders like Carnivora, Primata, Rodentia and Insectivora, all of which possess specific mammalian characters of body hair, vivipary and mammary glands. So class is a higher taxonomic category which is coming above the order with some similar correlated characters. So it is including the orders. That is about the class. Coming to phylum or division. Phylum or division is taxonomic category higher than class and lower than kingdom. A phylum, which we usually use in terms of animals and we use division for the plants, consists of related classes having few similar correlated characters. Classes Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves and Mammalia constitutes the phylum Chordata. So all of them have a notochord, dorsal hollow neural system, pharyngeal gill slits and post-anal tail. So they are sharing some common characteristic features. Similarly, division Angiospermae has two classes of Monocotyledone and Dicotyledone, where sex organs are grouped to form flowers. So that is about the phylum. So this category of phylum includes classes with few similarities. That is about phylum or division. Now here in the photograph has been shown about the phylum Chordata. Pictures are being shown. Coming to the next, kingdom. Now the kingdom is the highest taxonomic category which includes all the organisms of one type. For example, kingdom Plantae includes all plants, while kingdom Animalia comprises of all animals. So it is the highest category of taxonomy is the kingdom, which is including all the plants and animals. So the plants are placed under kingdom Plantae and animals are placed under the kingdom Animalia. So that is about the kingdom. Lower the taxa, more are the characteristic that the members within the taxon share. Higher the category, greater is the difficulty of determining the relationship to other taxa at the same level. So that is about the kingdom. So from the beginning we studied about the species, genus, family, order, class, phylum or division, and lastly we ended up with the kingdom. Here is the systematic position of human being, will be asked in the exam for 3 marks. So human beings belongs to kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Primata, family Hominidae, genus Homo, and species is Sapiens. So here this is the systematic position of human being. Then coming to the systematic position of mango, which belongs to kingdom Plantae, division Embryophyta or Angiospermae, class Dicotyledone, order Sapindales, family Anacardiaceae, genus Mangifera, and species is Indica. So that is the systematic position of mango, which is showing you the taxonomic hierarchy right from the kingdom to the species. So this is showing you the taxonomic hierarchy, and this is a systematic position of mango. For today we will stop here, and in the next class we will begin with taxonomical aids, which is again a very important question. So today we have studied about the species, genus, family, order, class, phylum or division, and the kingdom. Thank you.